Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's live. Again, I am joining you from my basement in my indoor growing space here. This is where I like to spend my time in the evenings. I have some variety of things started indoors here that are going to be going into my outdoor garden this spring. So I like to just come downstairs, work on my plants, do my lives, talk to you guys about what's going on in my world as far as my online business, what I'm doing, what I'm learning about. And hello from Middle Tennessee. Hello, David. How is the weather there? I bet you it's way better than where I am. I'm in Saskatchewan, Canada, so we just got blessed with a nice spring storm here, and we have about, I don't know how many inches of snow we got last night, but it started yesterday and snowed all night and blew. I got up this morning with a big drift going across the door trying to get out of the house. And so that's what spring's like in on the prairies in Canada. So high 70s, that's pretty nice. Yes, we are far from that here. March is always crazy weather for us. It's always, you always get these spring, winter storms where, you know, we have beautiful days, it melts, we think it's spring, and then all of a sudden a big snowstorm comes in, you know, dumps a bunch of snow on us, and just always, you know, kind of knocks the fun out of it. But that's the way it is here where I live. But it's always moisture that we appreciate because it always gets dry and windy. Hello, I got TikTok and YouTube going here. Hello, Tamana, nice to see you. And over here, I got some people giving me some likes. Thank you very much. Hello, Marley. I see you're from Canada, Hindu. I'm in Saskatchewan, Canada. Let me know where you're at. Didn't get a lot of snow. Do you usually get snow in Tennessee? I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with your climate, but I think anybody that lives in the U.S. has obviously has warmer weather than me, but there's a lot of states that don't get that cold snow like we do here. But we had a pretty good winter. It wasn't too bad considering what our winters are normally like. It was, I would say, warmer than we've had before. So, but I'm an avid gardener. I have a YouTube channel that I have, a gardening channel. I've created a community now on the school platform for my gardening. So that's one of my hobbies that I enjoy doing. I've got a whole tray of petunias, a few pansies here that are looking a little pale. If you're a gardener, you can tell these aren't looking super healthy. They want to get up potted into something bigger. And being that it's only March here, we don't usually plant outdoors until middle of May. So that is when we consider our last frost date for the season, when it's safe to put plants outside, you know, so they don't freeze at night. And so yeah, so I still have a couple months of indoor gardening going, and I just love to do my lives while I'm doing this so that I kind of have something to do. And you have an aeroponic garden. Cool. Now I'm trying to think, is that like with it's got the air bubbler kind of thing? Is that what an aeroponic garden is? I can't remember. I do hydroponics indoors all winter because I have a very long indoor season. So I do, I use a lot of those aero gardens and different types of hydroponic systems to grow tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers, lettuce. I do all sorts of, so I like to try to keep food, you know, growing food all year round. That's kind of the theme of my gardening channel that I have on YouTube, is that I'm a year-round gardener, even though I live in one of the coldest places on the planet. So welcome people joining. Air and water traditional soil. Okay, very cool. Very cool. What kind of things do you grow? Do you grow vegetables or herbs, flowers? I'm just gonna pot up some of these petunias. That is one of the favorite flowers. As you can see here, I just pulled it out. That is why it's turning yellow, because it is not happy. It needs some room to grow here. So I am have been kind of an entrepreneur, online business type person, or I've always tried to build my own online businesses. I've tried different things over the years, and herbs and veggies. Great, that's awesome. You better check out my channel. It's called Little Garden on the Prairies. It's on YouTube. Go join it. But follow me on this channel. Follow me on TikTok. But if you're a gardener, you can check out Little Garden on the Prairies. So yeah, so part of that, being on a YouTube channel, I was learning how to, build my following, and I was going through a coaching process with some coaches on learning how to create, a funnel system to collect emails, and how you create, a lead magnets to lead your customers to that sales funnel. And it was a really long process that I went through. It was a good learning experience, and I created a digital course on hydroponics. And so that was kind of my process, was to create an email list, and by sharing, information, giving them something in exchange for their email. So I had, a document or a PDF resource document. They get into my sales funnel, and then I promote my digital course. So I had to have this digital course on some kind of a platform. So that was going to be another cost expense to me. So I put it on Udemy University. I don't know if you've ever heard of Udemy, but it's a place where you can buy online courses on anything. So they let you put your course on there for free, and they promote it. You can promote people to go to that platform, but they take, a pretty good commission. They take about, 90% commission from your digital products. So, I mean, it was a really good learning process for me to understand what a funnel system is, and how you want to be able to build an email list if you are building a business. That is, one of the key things. You can't rely on followers on social media. I mean, that's where you go to promote yourself and find your customers, find your community, find your perfect customers. But you want to be able to build an email list so that you don't lose that contact with your community, because you can get your social media shut down. You can get hacked. It can, like TikTok, shut down for a while. People get their Facebook accounts hacked all the time. And, you think you got this following of people in your community, and all of a sudden, something happens on these social media platforms. So that's just rented land. That's a great way to find your customers and promote your business, promote your products. But you want to build your business with an email list. So that's what I went through. I went through a whole process of learning how to create funnel system, how to, have a lead magnet to bring people to into your funnel system, and then be able to promote, whatever you want to sell. So it took a long time, and it was I'm only making like $5, $10 on the course that I'm selling. So it's still great. I'm making some money on this course. But when I came across the Legacy Builders program, which is what I'm talking about mostly here tonight, it has a done for you automated system that does that collection of emails for you. It gives you four products that you can promote and sell, that you get the master resale rights on. So you get the 100% of the profit from them. And you know, all this is done for you, and it has automated emails already created. So if you go to my link in bio, go to my bio to my website domain, put in your email. In exchange, I give you a copy of the blueprint that kind of sets out what this program is about and tells you actually how to build a business, gives you that step-by-step explanation. Hello, Fishing Life. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Susie. Hello, Rufus. I hope you're still here with me. So, yeah, so when I came across this blueprint that kind of, you know, did all these things for you that I had spent months and months creating and learning myself, I could tell that this would be a really good foundation to start an online business that gives you that automated system, gives you 30 email templates that will automatically go out to your customers, give them that information, give them the, you know, the pricing on the products, give them videos, testimonials from people inside the program, and I don't have to do that. I don't have to bother people. I'm not DMing. I'm not trying to get my friends and family to buy the product from me. So that's why it's called an automated done for you system, because it is out there doing what you don't have to do 24/7. And your part in the business is to promote yourself on social media. So that's why you will see me here every night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central, I guess is what it is. Going live on social media, talking about my journey on the online world, how it's working for me. You know, if you're interested in learning more, follow me on my social media platforms. Put your email in at my website domain, and then you get that blueprint sent to you. You can read it over. You can decide, is this something I want to be interested in? If it's not, you unsubscribe. If not, you know, those automated emails will come daily giving you information. I will also notify you, anybody in my community, when we're doing free webinars. I send out newsletters occasionally on, you know, just giving special, sorry, I just gotta, somebody's trying to phone my phone. So yeah, so that's kind of how it works, and that's what makes this, you know, such a wonderful program to get into, especially if you are somebody who has no experience. You know, I had some experience in the online world, but this is very user friendly or very beginner friendly for people who, you know, want to kind of dip their toes into an online business, start building an online presence, but really don't know how to start and don't have the, you know, the marketing skills, don't have the tech skills to create a funnel system and get all that set up on your computer. So the program that I'm in, you buy whichever product you want to. Okay, thank you, David. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, just go to my link in the bio and put your email in. You can find out all that information without me. I won't bug people ever. You put your email in, you read the info that as it comes to you and ask questions. And, you know, that's the only time I have to really, you know, bug people, or not bug people, but if people are asking questions. So that's a great thing about this program, is you don't have to, you know, bother people. It's up to your customers to ask the questions and to come to you for more information. And when they're ready to buy the program, or if they're not interested in buying the program, you know, can unsubscribe. I don't have to hear you say no. It's fine with me. You know, it's not, nobody should be doing something that they don't want to. So it's just that information that I really want people to check into. Our mentor, Michelle, runs free webinars, usually every other Friday, where she comes on and, you know, talks about the program. We bring in some of our community members who are six-figure. Oh, you are great. That's great, Dave. Well, thank you for coming. Good luck. Yeah, so we have speakers coming to talk about how they got into the program, and this is what is a really I think the best part about this program is the support, the mentorship, the training. Like you're not just buying a program, somebody emails it to you and you're left to kind of figure it out and usually give up after a month or so. Hello Crunky, hello Susie, hello Bella, welcome. So the community is kind of that support system that really helps you grow your business. Thank you for the likes, thank you. And it really is, that's really what's key, I think, to being successful in any kind of, business is to have support, have that mentorship that you'll find inside the community. We have live interactive training sessions happening 2 or 3 times a week. There's all sorts of modules of training, and it's just all about, being able to master a 2-hour workday, because we don't want, if you're going to be building an online business, you don't want to have to be working 10, 12 hours a day trying to, be successful. We want people to learn how to do their income earning strategies and tasks within a 2-hour workday every day. And that involves building a following on social media. It's that simple. You don't have to overthink this. This is all given to you in the blueprint. It's a done for you system. You follow it. You go on social media. You create short pieces of content talking about yourself, your journey in the online world, how it's working for you, looking for people out there who are maybe in the same kind of situation you are. You're always looking for the customer that really resonates with you and your story. So it's basically finding yourself, another version of you out there. And there's a billion people out there, and there is definitely people in your niche, people in your same situation out there that you can find. It's just a matter of building that following on social media, learning how to do attraction marketing, and it's free. So building a business on a social media platform does not need to cost you any money. We do not want people buying ads to promote themselves. It's all about understanding attraction marketing, which basically is talking on social media and informing the customer so that the customer comes to you. So I'm not going to people and bugging them. I'm not trying to force anything on people. I'm just telling everybody, this is what I'm doing, this is why it's working for me, this is how I intend to build an income that will supplement me into my retirement. This is how I'm building my multiple income streams online. And if people go, hey, that sounds good, I want to learn more, then you just go to my description box, link in bio, wherever it is, put in your email, and you'll get that information. So it's all about just putting it out there, what you're doing, why, and how it's working for you. And the customer, if they're interested, ask for more, ask for details, you give it to them. So that's kind of it's an amazing process that was something I didn't really understand. I was more of the traditional salesman, where you're like pushing stuff on people and bugging family and spamming people's inboxes and doing stuff to people who don't necessarily want to hear from you. So attraction marketing versus traditional marketing is something that I didn't understand until I got into the program, went through the training, and it is the way of the world to be able to promote yourself. And I mean, we have such an amazing platforms that millions, trillions of people are on here day and night. So as long as you're consistent with your message, posting on social media 2 or 3 times a day with just short pieces of content, and going live so that people can get to know, like, and trust you. That's a very important part of attraction marketing. And then, people come to you saying, I want some more information. And that's when they can just go to my link, put in your email, you get the info, you keep following me on my social media, you learn more, you kind of decide, is this something that I think I want to do? Am I interested? Do I think I can do it? Do I want to make daily pay? You get quite excited when you start looking at the numbers and how it is so possible to build a really significant income doing this. And inside the community we have 6-figure income earners, and we have now, I don't know how many, 3 or 4 who are now in the 7-figure income earning, the $1 Million Club, we call it. And, these are people, our community is over 50,000. These are people who a year ago, 2 years ago, were just starting in the program. They're just like you or I. They were looking for a way to create income. They were maybe stay-at-home moms. Maybe they lost their job. Maybe they're like me, heading into retirement and wanting to have a supplement to my pension. I want to be able to build a legacy so I can have something to help my children, have something to pass on to my children. So I'm kind of doing this as a legacy kind of building business. And, all these people that are in that 6-figure income now, $1 million income, were just like us, 2 years ago. They got into the program, they followed the blueprint, are consistently promoting and building a following on social media. And, that's how they built their business. That's how they become millionaires and able to quit their jobs and build their brand. So I'm just going to grab a drink of water. So the founder of this program, her name is Michelle O'Neill. If you Google her name, you will probably find all sorts of things come up under the Legacy Builders program. So she, again, about 3 years ago, was a single mom with 6 kids who started into this program, and she went on TikTok and built a following and started, selling the products, building an income, creating a community of people that she was sharing the products with and helping them. And she decided, that everybody kind of needs support once they get into this program. It's kind of hard to figure it out on your own. How do I do this? How do I promote? How do I, be successful? So she's the one who created the community called the Digital Growth Community. And everybody that came into her funnel system, joined into the program, bought the products from her, she brought them into the community, and everybody started to share their stories, share their journeys. It was a place where you could go ask questions about, how do I market myself? How do I create content on social media? And this community that she started just grew and grew. And, from there was training and mentorship and, live Zooms happening all the time so that everybody could come in, talk about what they were trying to do, how to be successful. The people who were having success share their tips with everybody. So you never feel like you're all alone in this program. You're not just, oh God, I just spent all this money and now what? It's great because it's just a one-time cost to purchase one of the products. You pay $39 to get your website domain and your automated system, and all that comes with step-by-step modules that you go through to get your personal information connected to your funnel, get your website domain set up. You pick your name of your website, connect to your banking, and these 4 digital products that you are given to promote and sell. you get the master resale rights on them. So nobody is taking a percentage whenever you sell one. You have full rights on that product. You can sell them over and over again. You make 100% profit. So there's 4 different products that you can promote. If you start at the top at the Legacy Builders program, it's a $900 US investment, and you get 4 digital products that you can promote and sell. If you can't afford to start at that $900 level, you can start at the $100, get 1 digital product to promote and sell for $100. So you basically find one customer to purchase the product that you did. You have got your money back, and you're starting to get into profit mode. So it's all about how much you want to invest to start. It's what your goals are. How many customers do you want to get in a month? I've set my goal quite minimal, because I'm still working part-time. As I want to be able to help 4 other people into the program at $900 a piece. That's $3,600. That's a great top up to my monthly income right now. And we have people who are making $10,000 a month, because they are they're churning it out and they are building a huge amount of followers. They have been able to really master their message on social media, share their stories, share their successes, help people who come into their funnel system understand the program and help them decide, is it right for them, and then help mentor them and show them how to get around in the program, how to build your business. And like I say, inside the community, we want people to build a brand for yourself. It's not just selling these 4 digital products that you get in the program. It's all about building something that you're passionate about, creating other income streams. So I have 2 YouTube channels now. I have this one that people are watching me here on. I have my TikTok. I have a gardening YouTube channel. Inside the community, in the school community that you get into in the program, they really want people to create their own communities. It's a huge thing to be able to find people who are wanting to be part of a community in different areas. So of course I created a community for gardeners, and I have a community now on the school app. I've had it going for about 2 months now, and it's just a free community that I can gardeners from all over the world have joined. So I have like over 70 members now. So that's where I can start creating those income streams. I can start charging a monthly membership fee at some point when I feel like that people are getting value inside my community. I can create digital products or courses inside my community to promote and sell. And yeah, I do a lot of affiliate marketing inside there. So again, I think since I've at this point right now, I think I have 7 different income streams, creating reoccurring income, or making me affiliate commissions, stuff like that. So it is it's just the tip of the iceberg for me as to how far I want to take this. So that's something they really help you with in the community, is to kind of what's your vision, where do you want to go with this, and how do you plan to get there. So it's not just about selling, it's about creating relationships with your customers, mentoring, and working with other people in this same world. Like I said, there's over 50,000 members now in our community that are all there to share their knowledge and help each other, cheer each other on. The community has a place where you can go and ask quick questions, and somebody usually will answer you right away. So you never feel alone. Like I say, we're all in our own business owners, in charge of our company. We're the CEOs. but you know, you never feel alone. You always have that support system. So that all comes with the, you know, the purchase of the program. There's no monthly subscription cost to keep going, which is another huge selling feature, I think, of this product, is you make that one-time investment of either 100, 300, 600, or 900. And all for those purchases, whichever program you decide to join in, all of them get you that automated system. They all get you the email templates, your website domain. You all get into the community, no matter what level you join at. And you can always upgrade to, you know, the next level so that you can sell, get more products to sell. So there's just all sorts of easy ways to get into the program. I think even in maybe the US and Canada, some countries, you are able to do like a payment plan. Like some people, you know, don't have that $900. They're in a situation where, you know, they've maxed out their credit cards and they've lost their jobs, or, you know, they're working 2 jobs and not making ends meet. And, you know, we have people that will do whatever. They'll sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace to get enough money to get into the program. And then as long as you are, you know, dialing into the blueprint, following that 2-hour workday, which this is me doing it here, talking on the social media for an hour each night to people, just sharing my story. And you know, if people want the more information, then they just have to go and put their email in. They'll get everything sent to them via email. And while I'm sleeping, maybe somebody buys into the program. You wake up in the morning, oh, somebody's you know, I made a sale. So it's that, you know, kind of passive income that makes this business so amazing, that, you know, you're putting in 2 hours a day, but your automated system is working 24 hours a day. So that is the beauty, you know, of having your own business and having it automated for you. So that's kind of, you know, the basics of what this program is. Like I said, if anybody joining me on the live has questions, you can always ask them in the chat. I always strongly suggest, if you're just remotely interested, whatever, just follow me on my TikTok. Just go to the top and click follow. If you're watching me on YouTube, you can go to my, just click on the subscribe button and you'll see my daily videos that I upload every day. Gives you little tips, little bits of stories about me, bits of information about the program, and it's always just directing you to get the blueprint. And that's, you know, the document that gives you the whole spiel. You'll get testimonial videos sent to you via email that give you, you know, a good idea of people that are in the program having success, that, you know, started with nothing, just like me or you, don't have the tech skills, didn't know how to, you know, create a funnel system on a computer. There's people in our community who are, you know, in their 60s, 70s, 80s, doing this program. This is amazing. So you get to go on all these live training, and you meet people. You know, we like to do breakout rooms where you can get into a breakout room with 5 or 6 people, and you just start chatting about what's working, what's not. So again, it's a super community that just helps you grow and helps you learn, and it just doesn't, you don't feel like you're all alone out there trying to figure things out. So another part of the 2-hour workday that you can do to help build your following and find your perfect customer is creating ads that you can post on free classified websites. So there is lots of those out there, and it's just a matter of, you know, getting a template made up with a generic ad that kind of talks about the program, tells people to click on your link in bio to, get more information. And you can cut and paste those into, free classified websites. It's like a 30-minute task that you can do daily as part of your 2-hour workday. Super simple. You don't have to, talk to anybody. If you're shy, if you're, having trouble getting comfortable with creating content on social media, doing lives, that pasting free ads is a great way to start. Hey Rob, thank you. Thanks for the likes. What part of Canada are you from again? I can't remember. You're probably down east somewhere. I'm in Saskatchewan. So yeah, so it's great because you have, people in your community are popping into your lives, and they're giving you, some love, and it just kind of, we all work together to help each other out, to help promote each other. Kingston. Good. Do you know Ron Gordon? He lives in Kingston. He's from my hometown here. So yeah, so that's another great thing about our community, is that we're all in it, for ourselves, but we are also helping each other, supporting each other, popping into each other's lives, just giving tips, just letting people know that we are a community, we're strong, and it's just part of the program that I think is one of the best things, is that mentorship and training and stuff that we have going on 24/7. I'm just pulling out my petunias here, Rob, and potting them up. As you can see, they are getting very aggressive, and they need to get into something a little bigger here. Even though we just got a foot of snow yesterday outside here in Saskatchewan, spring will always come eventually here on the prairies, and it will warm up, and it'll be beautiful out there, and I'll be able to plant my garden as planned every year. But yes, we usually get a good blast of ugly weather in March and April, and it's just part of what life is like here on the prairies. So, but yeah, so some of the things that I am looking forward to in my pre-retirement years, I'm just working part-time now. My husband, he had to quit his job, or he had to go on disability last year with heart conditions. He was working in a potash mine. He was a 6-figure income earner, making a lot of money, and he was diagnosed with a leaky valve in his heart, and so he went on to a disability program until he was finally able to get surgery done in November, and everything went great. It was a successful operation. They fixed his valve, which was, they either were going to have to replace it, but they were able to fix it, so that was the best case scenario. And he was given a clean bill of health here in February and said, okay, you can go back to work now. And we just decided that that was not what we wanted. He's, worked 17 long years in a shift work job at a shitty job, working in a potash mine. There's no real glory there. It's basically working really, really hard under ugly, ugly conditions, and making a lot of money. So of course the money was what kept him there all these years, and it kept us in good standing in financially. We were able to pay off our mortgage here just before he went on disability, which was awesome. And so we decided that we are going to he was going to retire and start living off his retirement income, which was not about a lot of money. And he's only 60 years old, and he only worked at the mine for 17 years, so didn't have a full pension. We are also farmers here on the prairie, so we have cattle, and we grow crops, and that doesn't really make any money, but it's a lifestyle that, you know, we love and we will keep doing as long as we can physically keep driving the tractor and chasing cattle and all that good stuff. If you know a farmer, they want to work, you know, till they die. So we don't want to have to, you know, give up land or sell or do anything like that. So it's been kind of a, you know, concerning for us that, you know, are we going to be able to afford? Are we going to have enough to live if we live for another 25 years, you know? But it was all about freedom to be able to do what you want to do now when you have your health. We have adult children that we love to spend time with. I have 3 daughters and I have 2 grandbabies and a third one on the way. So it's all like, you know, this is what's most important, that high paying job is not everything. I'm been working for the government of Canada for 30 years almost, and I'm getting close to that full pension in 2 years, but it's like, I just want to quit now. I want to be able to build my online business, create that extra income that I might lose if I was to take early retirement and lose, you know, a few thousand or a few $100s or whatever a month. So, you know, it's just been something that I really have been trying to find the perfect escape from my 9 to 5. So this blueprint, this program that the Legacy Builders gave me is exactly what I was looking for, because it's only taking me up, you know, 2 hours of my day. I'm on my way to be, you know, able to earn, you know, 3,000 to 10,000 a month once I get my, you know, everything going, get my following built up, be consistent on social media, build my following, and get that community growing of customers that, you know me, like me, trust me, want to get into the program, want to make sure that it's a good decision for them. So I'm not here to push it on anybody. I'm only here to share my story, let you know what's in the program, let you know how it can change your life, and to, you know, just find the information. That's basically the best way to learn about the program, is to, you know, get a copy of the blueprint, tune into my lives, tune into my, you know, follow me on the social media so you can see my posts. I always let you know when there's free webinars where you can come and listen to the founder of the program, meet some of the people in the community who are now 6-figure income earners, meet some of the people in the community who are now part of the $1 Million Club. Such amazing people that were just like me or you, you know, just starting out, because they were looking for a change, and they just are changing the world for themselves and building legacies for their family, you know, doing the things that they love. And, you know, that's basically what it's all about. So I want to just end on a note that all I'm here to do is let you know what I'm doing. And if you want to know more, please just follow me on my social media platforms. Put your email in at my link in bio, my description box. On YouTube, you'll get the blueprint emailed to you. And you always check your spam, because a lot of these times these emails go to people's spam depending on what email user you are, email provider you use. So check your spam, read the emails. They'll come to you automatically with information every day, because that's what the system does. It's all automated. I don't have to do it. That's the great part. I'm just going to be working on my content and doing my lives while my automated system is out there working for me 24/7. It's just such a amazing program, and you know, once you understand it, you will see how great that is. So I'm going to sign off tonight, and I'm really happy for those who popped in, maybe popped out. If you're there still, don't forget to subscribe. Check out the blueprint. If you have any questions, you just put your email into my funnel and you can ask me questions. We can email that way. I don't DM people. I don't bug people or message people or, do anything like that. I just let the automated system provide you information. And then if you have questions, you can always come back and ask me. So thank you, everybody. It is just about, I guess it's 7:45 here in Saskatchewan, Friday night. I won't be able to do a live tomorrow night because I'm going out somewhere. And I'm usually here though at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every evening that I can be. That's 8 p.m. Central. And putting those little pieces of content every day on my social media. So I hope that we can meet again and you'll join me again on my next live. So thank you very much.